special commodity, and he's something that doesn't come along very often. And you've got to enjoy him while he's around. There's been chat about him and his longevity, but at the minute he seems to be bowling better than he ever has before. And even though the conditions suited, you've still got to go and put the ball in the right areas, ask the right questions of the batters. And thought throughout this whole game he did just that. Set the tone extremely well with Stewart, and as a whole bowling group I thought we were really, really good.
As a captain, obviously you don't want to take anyone for granted, but it must give you a great feeling that you just know he's going to do it nearly all the time.
Yeah, and his record suggests just that, doesn't it? 100 wickets here at Lords now, and time again he puts in fantastic performances, and you know that even if he's not taking wickets, he's getting it to and over, so he's always giving you control. As have the rest of the guys throughout the series as well, which is another pleasing thing. But for him to be performing as he is it's something else, isn't it? It's great to watch. It's great to be a part of, and obviously he's a massive part of this team.
But it was Chris who got the man of the match, and everybody was obviously delighted for him. Does that just sort of speak volumes about the way everyone thinks about him in the team?
Yeah, he's a big part of our squad, all three formats. And it's obviously been a frustrating summer for him. He's been injured for a long part of it, and getting an opportunity to come in this week, I think the easy thing to do is to get a little bit anxious, try a bit too hard, and I thought he settled in magnificently well with that first spell in particular. Bowled extremely well, and then took that confidence into his batting. That partnership really changed the game. Turned it on its head and got us miles ahead of India on that surface. I thought it was worth probably 550 on another wicket. So Johnny won't get the plaudits either, but I thought he played exceptionally well, and got us into a really good position today.
Yes.
Joe, in his post-match talk, Stewart mentioned that there was talk in the dressing room about being patient out in the middle. And after the first two formats, what was it that you had specifically said, to the squad that would make them regroup for tests?
In terms of patience, we know that if we are consistent in the areas that we bowl for long periods of time in these conditions, we will get rewards. And I suppose the temptation sometimes is when you start taking wickets, you start searching for it, and you start trying to force things to happen. And ultimately, if you sit in on that area for long enough and trust the plans that we had in place, then it will work over a period of time. Probably happened a little bit quicker than anticipated throughout today, but that's down to the skill level of the guys to not only have the right plans, but to be able to back it up and follow through. And it showed a great amount of skill from every single one of our bowlers.
Gentlemen at the front, and then we'll do Mel, Andrew, Lawrence.
Joe, you have played enough cricket against these set of Indian players. So, are you surprised by the lack of fight from this Indian batting lineup, or do you think it could happen to any team under these conditions?
I don't see any lack of fight or lack of trying. I think India are obviously doing everything they can, but from my perspective, I'm just so pleased that our bowlers are performing as well as they are. And I think that that's probably been what's been the difference. Is not necessarily India, but how well we performed, and the areas we've put the ball in, the questions that we've asked of them, and when you build pressure for long periods of time, it's very difficult as a batter to sort of get through that sometimes. And I'm just really pleased that we've managed to do that for long periods within the game, giving them nothing.
Thank you.
Mel?
Joe, there are only a couple of Indian batsmen who've got over 30. One of them looks like he has a very sore back, and Virat Kohli. Do you have a sense that you've really got the wood over them, and that you could really take this series by the scruff of the neck now?
I think if you get too far ahead of yourself, this game's got a funny way of biting back at you. I think we've got to make sure that we turn up to Trent Bridge and we continue to keep trying to learn and keep trying to get better. We've still not played the perfect performance yet, and that's something that we've got to keep striving towards, regardless of what team India have out on the field at Trent Bridge. We've got place we want to get to as a side, and we've got to continue to keep trying to work hard to get there. It's obviously a great position to be in, 2-0 going into Trent Bridge, where we have had a lot of success in the past, but ultimately we've still got to play 5 days of really good cricket to win that game. So it's important that we obviously enjoy this win, and then we spend the next couple of days getting ready for some good preparation into that third game.
And just quickly, does Adil Rashid have to give his sub cut for this match?
TFC, wasn't it? Not very often you have a world-class spinner like Adil not bowl a ball within a test match, and I suppose that's a really pleasing thing for us as well, is that we still had other options that we didn't have to go to. So it might be completely different when we turn up to Nottingham, but I'm sure he's not minded the way this week's gone.
Just before Andrew, just this gentleman here, then you. Sorry.
Joe, what difference you see in what you have experienced against India than earlier in the season against Pakistan? What difference do you notice?
I put it down to the way we played, probably. I don't like to look too much into the opposition in terms of how they go about it. That's up to them, but we've got to make sure that we get our game right, and we stick to our game plan, and then it's about executing that, making sure we don't stray away from that too far, but ultimately we've got to focus on us, and we've done that really well in these 2 games. It's another back-to-back test match, and that's an area we want to get right. We want to keep winning if we can over a period of the summer, and not give opposition sides the opportunity to get back into the series. So, as I said, we've got hard work to do in the preparation, the lead up to this next game, but it's a great position to be in.
Do you feel Pakistan was tougher?
I think different, very different sides bring different challenges, and I think we're playing some really good cricket at the minute. We've got to continue to try and take that forward, and can continue to be playing as well as we are, especially with the ball.
Andrew?
Joe, obviously the key bowler today was Stuart Broad, and getting one of those roles again. I mean, when you, as a captain, having a guy with 4 slips, 2 leg slips, short leg, 2. I mean, it is quite a sight for the spectators. What's it like for you guys out the middle when he gets on one of those roles?
It's great. In his second over, he came up to me and said, "I'm feeling really good rhythm today. Looking forward to a long spell," which is exactly what you want to hear from one of your senior bowlers. And he didn't disappoint. He bowled exceptionally well. In those conditions, it must have been very difficult to come up against that. And I suppose the really pleasing thing throughout this series is we're not relying on one individual. Every guy within that attack has put in crucial performances throughout the 2 games. So that's a really good thing for this team. And stands in really good stead. Gives us a huge amount of confidence going into the last 3 games.
But just as a captain, how do you harness that when you suddenly sense he's on that role again?
I think making sure you don't over-attack and get too giddy, but ultimately when someone's in that frame of mind and in that zone, it doesn't really matter what you put the fielders. You know that they're going to ask the right questions and make it very difficult for batters. It's just about making sure your catches are where you want them to be and where you think the ball's going to go. It's a lovely feeling to have as captain. Yeah.
Lawrence, John, Dean, and Vish.
John, how important was it that you put that performance in without Ben Stokes, and how much confidence does it give you that if he, for whatever reason, he's not available for future games this summer, you can do it again with that?
Yeah, I mean, Ben's obviously been and is a huge part of this squad, so it's obviously a miss him not being here this week. But what it did do was create an opportunity for Chris to come in and perform, and boy, didn't disappoint that he was outstanding. So I suppose in that respect, it's nice to see guys really taking opportunities, and that's something that we want to harness as a team, and it's an example to the guys on the edge of the team that are in and around the squads. When you get your chance, make it as hard as possible to leave you out, and it's a great headache to have for us going into next week.
John, pass the mic. John.
No, I was going to ask about quarter.
Okay, Dean at the back, please. And then we'll take a couple more.
Joe, you've been on the receiving end when you've been on tour of home teams that kind of get on a bit of a roll, whether it's Australia or India, in India. How much do you kind of relish the chance to have the boot on the other foot and I guess make sure that you're as ruthless as you can be across all 5 matches?
Yeah, well, obviously that would be the dream, wouldn't it, to put in 5 complete performances and have 5 wins. But as I said, it's important that we don't get complacent, arrogant, or look too far ahead. We're playing against the number 1 side in the world with some very talented players, and we have to make sure that we continue to keep looking to learn and develop as a team. We're not the finished article. We've got a long way to go to where we want to get to, and we're going to have to start again and work extremely hard over the next 5 days to win the next game. And that's got to be our mentality moving forward. Of course, it's a great position to be in. 2-0 up with 3 to go, going into Nottingham as well, which is a great place for us to play. But we've really got to make sure that we are realistic about things and enjoy the position we're in when we get our opportunities. Really try and put India under pressure and drive the game forward, but not get ahead of ourselves.
What about those feelings, having been there, like I say, on the reverse of it? And I guess you will remember what that felt like and how difficult that was and how hard it must be for touring teams. So.
Yeah, it can be tough, and it's been tough for us previous. So, as I said, we've got to look at making sure that we're doing everything we can to continue these performances and keep making it very difficult for India. But that comes with a lot of hard work and, as you said, a ruthless streak within us. So we've set it up nicely to be 2-0 up, but 3 big games against a good side, we're going to have to play well, and we're going to have to continue to keep looking to get better and not be happy with what we've achieved so far.
We'll take a couple more, gentlemen here.
Joe, you are 2-0 up in the series and everything seems to be going right according to plan, but are you still a bit concerned about your opening combination?
I'm not. No, I think you've got to be quite realistic with the surfaces that we've played on. I think they've been 2 challenging wickets that have. You've seen a lot of swing and seam movement throughout these two games, and obviously the hardest time to bat is up front. And if you put this game in particular, you put that in perspective to the whole three innings throughout. I thought we got off to a relatively good start. So I suppose it's being quite realistic with what's actually happened within the game, not looking at the numbers that are right there in front of you. I'm quite happy with the side that we've got and the players that we've got. I know there's a huge amount of ability in our batting, in our top 4, top 5. So that's not a worry for me. Of course, guys will want to go out and score big runs, and we'll be desperate to do that. It's another opportunity to do that at Trent Bridge, but no, we know that we can play. We know that we're capable of scoring over 400. And we've just got to take that chance when it comes on, and hopefully if it is a difficult service we'll have to adapt, but if the surface is right we've got to make sure that we hammer that home.
Last question, Will.
Joe, a bit of the talk before the series was about whether James Anderson and Stuart Broad at their age could get through 5 tests in 6 weeks or whatever it is, and you've had a 3.5-day test at Birmingham and a 170 over match here. Are you starting to wonder whether if needed they can make it through all 5?
I think that's something that we will have to manage, and we'll have to take into account over the next 3 games, the workloads and all the rest of it. But when they're performing as they are and they're making the game shorter, it makes it a lot easier for them to be fit and ready to play in the next game. Obviously, if they're fit and ready to go, you want them there on the field. So we'll have to manage that, and we'll have to be quite smart with that. We don't want them injured for long periods of time. But if they're fit and ready, it's a great position to be in.
Thank you.
Thank you.